Yo. What's the word, fellas?
And good night.
Yes,
What
I
a first day,
Night.
boy.
My brother, good evening. When you're greeting people, you say good evening.
What
Good
a first
evening.
day, boy.
You're right.
Last
The partner say Caribbean people always answer the phone like they just hang it up. Hello, good night. Yeah, why is the word there, fellas?
well, last week around this time, it's a different word.
Yeah,
Boy,
we
This
boy.
week is as it comes, so it go.
that was last week already. Now. That wasn't 2 weeks ago already. Now.
2 weeks ago,
you
boy. Just the
you
other
you
day, my
you
brother.
pussy, boy. You pussy towards something else.
weekends ago,
No,
maybe.
but that's reality. To me, a whole weekend passed already. Since
A weekend and a half a
so
week
maybe
past.
maybe
All
yeah,
weekend pass
exactly.
now,
True,
weekend no
And
pass.
he telling me I pussy.
The Creole
No,
Festival.
no, it's true. It was the
Oh,
week
Creole
before.
Festival was weekend before.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Only right.
You call it.
Anyway, before we go any further, my people, share the video now, if you don't mind. Share it live.
Yeah,
You know,
Share.
let me circulate it one more time.
we want it to be very interactive tonight there because
Let me circulate it one more time.
we want
Especially if you were there, if you were present. We'd
free
like your feedback.
body. Look the man being non-inclusive of people there, boy. What's going on there?
Well, I don't know, you can contribute on the drink situation from outside the club. You had been inside the club for it to
Uh,
see the bartender wasn't mixing well.
I don't know if
Uh,
that talk. I don't know if that talk you sending for me there.
maybe,
Preemptive talk you sending for me there.
maybe some people who couldn't make it might have something to contribute because there may be reasons why.
Please,
Well, yes,
please,
well,
big
okay,
up.
fair enough.
You talk about drinks. Big up.
Fellas have their
Yeah,
glass.
We need
what
a
I drinking in me.
sponsor.
What I drinking in my talk the thing tumblers, yeah.
I'm just
But
having some tea. Just a cuppa. Just having a cuppa.
yeah, fellas, share the live now. Go on the WhatsApp.
Let me take care of that right now.
Yeah, I just getting a message. I have to apologize. I think the daylight savings gonna catch me. Um,
Oh
God
yeah.
bless you.
the daylight savings catch me, man. I forgot the time change. So originally he said 8 o'clock for the people in the States, but we realized that 9 o'clock, starting 9 o'clock will be too late for the people in Dominica, so we end up moving it to start at 7 here, 8 o'clock in Dominica. But if all you don't mind, share the live. We down to go. I have to Brad there. Brad drop off on us there. But Brad will be back. Anyway, fellas, so we decided to come on and have a bit of a conversation, a conservation there on the things that happened over the last couple weeks in Dominica.
Just our experience.
Yeah, just our
Too
experience.
much.
Yep. So from
Getting
there to actually, what happened on the ground.
Yeah.
All the fellas went to, I think, at least one
Well,
event that I
who
didn't go
arrived
to.
first? Who arrived first?
With all of us there.
Yeah, who arrived first?
We arrive at the same time.
Yeah,
I think
Brad,
all of us are. Yeah,
we don't
three of us
arrive
are same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What was all your experience? What was what time? When did all you begin the journey to Creole Festival?
We started Wednesday afternoon. Our flight was around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, probably ish.
And just for context, we going for the journey because before most of us left the US, there was already, I guess, information circulating that, the situation with bags where some flights were concerned wasn't the best. So
Yep.
going into traveling, we were all very concerned. So, that's why we kind of going through the journey. So go ahead, Kerry.
Yeah, we went for Trinidad this time, different routes, Caribbean Airlines. Then we had to overnight in Trinidad. So we landed maybe around 11 o'clock.
Yeah, about 10. Yeah.
Yeah, got a hotel room. Had to spend the night over there. and then fly out first thing in the morning. I think our flight was at 8 o'clock. or so.
There
think
was
that-
also
The other
an
flight,
overnight.
There was
The other-
the overnight flight.
There was also an overnight flight from New York to Trinidad.
Yeah. Well, I guess since we're talking about our experience, we didn't experience that. So,
No, just emphasizing that we didn't have to overnight. We did.
but
overnight.
that is true. That is true. Then we arrived in Dominica. The flight was pretty smooth, except the baggage situation. We had most of us got one of our bags. If we had a check bag, one of them stayed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
how
got my-
was
I
the
got my bag.
communication once all you reach down? Like once you don't have bags, what was the situation on the ground like? You know,
But I guess
Communication.
nowadays during those seasons, peak season, it's kind of anticipated. So the airline staff was kind of prepared. They had the vouchers and ready for people to fill out, and the process was kind of established because it was happening long before we landed. Bags were not coming, so they were ready for. Basically, on our flight, I'd say 75% of the flight I had to follow the bag voucher because their bag didn't come.
Oh, one off.
Yeah. Some people
Well,
didn't
short-
be-
Shout out to Caribbean Airlines. I get my bag. So
So you're
everybody
gonna
else,
visit.
I'm one of
everybody
the
else.
very heavy, and I had 2 check bags, due largely in part to people asking me to bring things up for them.
So you're part of the problem then.
But I did get one of my bags, so I didn't have
Yeah.
too many complaints.
I did as well,
Alright,
but I had a carry-on that I checked, and then I had a specialty case that got left behind. The smallest of my items get left behind, which was just
yeah.
counterintuitive. But at least we got it the next day. It arrived early morning. I think on the same flight we came down on.
Yeah, on the next
The
flight.
following day, and then getting it back in. I don't think it was too much of a heavy lift.
But then now, the flight itself, I find, was pretty good. I mean, Caribbean Airlines gave us a nice little, what is it, curry chicken? Something like that.
Curry chicken on the flight coming down.
Yeah,
Are they
boy.
serving food too?
Yes,
Yes,
bro.
hot food.
Hot
Yeah.
food, boy. Curry chicken.
I thought that finish you in this day and age.
This day and age.
Oh, man.
These days.
I was
Yeah.
pleasantly surprised. That was great. And then the next morning, the flight to Dominica was nice and quick, from Trinidad.
Very quick.
But then I guess I think they had a couple of flights landing right around the same time, right? I think our flight landed. I think a Win Air flight landed right after us. And then pretty much, the same experience we've been having the last few times. We went home, pick up rental cars, which is a seamless process. I'm not going to say who we picking it up from because they don't paid me. But
we might have to get a talking thing discount next time,
yeah, because it's like 5-6 of us pick up renties one time, and
Yeah.
I will say, when we landed, there were people on the airport landing and trying to get to book a rental that morning.
Huh.
That is
You
just
think anybody was successful?
that's just not something that works in
Nah.
Dominica anymore during those seasons like Carnival and
Yeah.
Independence. If you don't book in advance, you're gonna have problems.
yeah, kai pulu quasi for the book. Imagine I was trying to get one. I was trying to get one organized. I mean, I booked mine. I was trying to get one organized for a couple of family members, and it was tough. But let's check in. Normally you can book your thing in advance and thing, right? Them festival the time them fellas telling you they don't book it in advance, you have to come now for no business. And yeah, so it's tough. So that is just for the people that are going on for carnival. If you're going for carnival, it may be too late for you to book your rent already.
So if you try all now.
Yeah, you have to organize that. No, because trust me, you might stay down.
But I had my first experience with Liat 2020. I went home via Antigua and nothing to say. I mean, it was on time, which is that's a lot to say for Liats if you compare any the Liat of past. I mean, now things get a little strict with carry-ons. They tend to weigh it and that kind of stuff. But I think in my experience, it kind of varies with what airport. But they were on time. I took them to Antigua and from Antigua, and it was on
Between
time.
Antigua,
Bags
Antigua
arrived.
Dominica.
Yeah, Antigua Dominica, and bags arrived. I didn't hear anybody complain about bags even before they guaranteed people that their bags were on board, even when they were taking bags at the door, and no complaints. Everything else.
Yeah, I feel right now with flying home, do it for Independence Season and Creole Festival. You know, if you book in early, you have a choice of where you want to pass through, but it becoming a matter of what you get, what you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Boat, flight, you know, you take what
Because-
you get.
But to that point, Brad, so we booked our flight so early, and then they had flights after that happened to be cheaper than our flight, and straight flight to here from Newark. So
But the
You
thing
know,
is, you
but
can't always take
you
that
can't
risk.
take the chance.
guys.
Yeah, you can't take the
Yeah,
chance.
you
You can't
can't
take the
take
risk.
that chance.
Yeah, you find something decent, you book it. Like I was telling my
Yeah.
partner, when I go online and looking for flights, I don't look for flights if I don't look willing to swipe my credit card. When I see the flight, I buy in it.
That's the other thing. If
And
you,
once you buy it, stop looking.
if you
Yep.
live in the diaspora and you're not serious about going down Jamaica, don't search.
Yep.
Algorithm
Bring up the price for other people.
bring up prices. So if you're not ready, you're not that serious, don't search.
Yep. Hey, let me just comment on somebody. Let me just show somebody comments. I
We're
want to make
getting
sure
we're getting travel
we getting some. We
in
getting
the
some.
comments.
We emoji. Hello, good night, I Rich. Not me, Inter Caribbean again. We emoji. What?
We don't talk
what,
about that airline anymore.
what Inter Caribbean do there? Talk to us now.
That airline doesn't exist. To me.
That's
As
my
it
airline.
was.
That's why flying through for February. So
Really?
yeah.
Put everything in your carry-on and pray.
Everything Dominic already, you know, I just bring it myself.
Well, that's true.
That's it.
Well,
That
pray.
man, you can't call that man that. So,
Pray.
Look,
Mr.
look up and say-
that man lives in Dominica.
Kapana say we should look into global entry.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
What is
We
it?
should.
What is it?
I think so. I think
well,
we should.
yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, we should. We should. Anyway, for the people watching, we should look into global entry. Yeah? You guys
Yeah.
never heard of it. But anyway,
Yeah, let's
so
move.
after the whole travel vibes now, basically we went down Tongside and we went down to TV Lodge pretty much.
Burst in the country.
Final day of TV.
Final day. We catch a
Yeah,
little bit
final
of
day
it.
of TV Lodge, yeah. But it ended prematurely, guys. It looked like some little boys was having like a fighting business.
Yeah, yeah. I
Well,
think one of them got hurt actually.
It was a good event, man. Most people I see saying it was good. A lot of good food, good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people brought their kids and stuff. I see a lot of people with kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something to do after work, you know. It's always a good event, man. I like the fact that they still have it and they keep doing it.
But what
I
do
got
you
there
think
relatively
about
early, actually.
what do you
I
think
got
about the whole thing? I mean, pretty much the comments people were having was, I know the Creole Festival was the weekend before
Mm.
Creole Day, but then you had people saying that Mr. Doing there.
Thumbs down for me.
He's yelling.
The thought, Raji, before you give your thumbs down for the purposes of the video.
They were saying that they should do the TV Last Creole the week after Creole Fest. What do you think about that? Do you think they should do that or keep it where it is?
I think Curl Fest should have moved. I think both of them should have moved.
I agree.
Well, I understand the reasons why Creole Festival couldn't happen the same weekend or
As the Independence.
holiday because you know they have other events to happen in the stadium. The turnaround time might have been too close, you know, to get the place ready for the Independence activity, whatever.
But these things will happen in somewhere in other places before.
No, I think we're talking about like the
I know. I understand what you're talking about.
But in the
like,
past, it has happened.
Well, before is before, but no, this is the venue for these things, and that's where they set up. And I feel the Creole Festival can happen on its own on the weekend. It happened. I think that was fine because it's already a logistical nightmare in Roseau. to combine it with the holiday, I think would have been a little too much. As far as TV Village, I don't think it make too much of a difference when it happened. Some people come early enough so they can go to events like Rise and Wine, and then they go on right after the festival. Other people come so that they can go to the festival and be there for the holiday. It's a matter of preference.
I think people would have appreciated the long weekend, and considering how late the festivals eventually run, I think people would have appreciated a Sunday and then Monday not having to go to work or whatnot. I don't know. I feel like during Carnival before 3 a.m. Roseau speak and span. So I don't know. I think it's just a matter of maybe just delegating the manpower.
It's not just picking up rubbish. They're not going to do the parade, national parade, all that stuff, and use the big Creole Festival stage.
Yeah.
Do they not? They don't. I thought they use the same. Well,
Day after Creole Fest, they start dismounting that whole thing.
Not to mention, you have the activities like Youth Rally and those things that happen in the interim, like the week.
Yeah.
Then you have Creole Day. You know,
I see what Rashid is saying. What about the diaspora that also want to participate in all?
Well, the diaspora have to utilize the vacation days as necessary.
Yeah, we take 4 weeks vacation. So,
but that's another thing too, because they were saying, well, you know, diaspora should come and they should stay longer, go to waterfalls, whatnot. I mean, I don't think that's really practical if you want people to.
Well, the opportunity for that is day after the Creole Festival.
True.
Well, that's what they were saying to justify a longer stay. They were saying, instead of saying there's nothing going on, go to waterfalls and whatnot in the week after the Creole Festival and TV Village, and then stay for Independence.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, now next year I think it's gonna be the same type of scenario. I think, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I personally think it was okay where it was. Honestly, I think if you want to go down, you could go down. Basically, if you go down for Rise and Wine, which is a Saturday before, you can get Rise and Wine, Creole Fest, and then you stay for that other weekend. You get in Watu, if you go in Watu.
Well, that is
Like
the
2
issue.
weeks.
That would require you to take a full 2 weeks.
Well, a full 2
Which
weeks
is
you have to stay in the country.
Not really practical for most people. Most
Yeah,
people
I don't think that's practical
4 weeks of
if we're talking about,
annually.
And I don't think that's practical for people who we're trying to tell to come down to experience the whole thing. I mean, for us, I guess if you're from Dominica, it's an easy flex. But if you're trying to, you know, open it up to a bigger crowd and say, you know, come see what the Independence is like, see what the festival is like, the TV Village. I feel like sometimes that you maybe it's better to kind of try to cram it all in one, and I don't know.
I think that week after Creole Fest, leading up to the actual Independence Day, would have been better, in my opinion, would have been better for the TV Lodge, because it's building up to something. The Creole Festival can start it, you know, Rise and Rise should start. The Creole Festival can start as the headline, but then within that week where, you know, that's why I wasn't there. I left just shortly after, but all the fellas were there for the week. What was there to do besides, you know, go dog, pull up, go sightsee, etc.
Catch up on your errands, you know.
There's not wrong with that, you know, everybody.
I don't know wrong with that, and that's good, because
you can go credit union, you can stand up there for a whole day, you can go National Bank, stand up there for a whole day.
From the perspective of somebody who have affairs in Dominica, but that's where you have the opportunity to go and see an emerald pool.
Go to the waterfalls, you know, go Miro,
spend money in restaurants,
go river.
True.
Because if we cram all the activities into these things, then the vendors, they're making money, but then you want people to travel, you want people to go down Miro, you want people to go down Portsmouth, spend their money there as well, you know. But I do think the TV Village would have been better in that particular week, because between the Creole Festival and the Creole weekend, I think it would have been ideal.
Yeah.
You have to find a balance between, you know, you cannot cater to diaspora only or visitors. You have to consider, you know, how things work locally as well.
Yeah, and then there's already boy, we get into it now. All right. So it's just a lot of activities, bro. I mean, only 25 is one thing, but
Mm.
Well, the
you
thing
get to a certain age like some fellas.
is going as some people express on social media, you don't have to go to everything. You pick what you want to go to, but you cannot. If you want to go to everything and then you complain you're tired, you're asking, you're looking for
And you don't have to stay till the end.
right.
Well, you're right. You're right. You're right. With that said, see now we are going to take part in everything. Let's move on. All right. So,
Event
so all
number
right.
one.
So let's talk about the fest now.
The fest itself.
Oh, nobody went to Carnival Gopwell?
I did not.
I did. I
What was
Oh,
that?
okay.
I did.
So
That
was
was
that?
actually. It's pretty good. The space
That
too
was-
big.
That was Newton.
Newton Savannah.
Yeah.
We all right. Complete number one. One bar. One bar. And
Mm.
everybody crammed around the bar because that is where everybody looking to get drinks. And it just logistically we have to start looking at spreading people out in terms of being able to get drinks. Like it wasn't fun around that bar. They had food options, but food finish at a certain time. Like I walk inside there maybe midnight. No water, no this, no that. But that is besides the point. I think I arrived there late. So the boy, oh, the fellas, boy. Anyways, the acts themselves, I think they were actually pretty good. The Jamaican MC, the other Jamaican MC, I can't tell me, you know. The artist performing and the MC want to come and pull up the artist.
Ah.
Yeah, it was just madness to me. Who was the headliner there? Lady Lava.
Chronics. Is it
Chronic Law?
Chronic Law.
Chronic Law was there. I didn't know as many Chronic Law songs as I thought I did. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, I met her.
And I think that went for almost everybody in the crowd. He performed well. But you know, again, I think as a Dominican crowd is a different crowd. If the crowd do know the music and they're not vibing with you, they'll just stand up and watch you.
Boy, Dominicans are hard to please in a way.
Boy, and that happened quite a few times during his performance. But overall, looking at it from a neutral perspective, I didn't know his music. He performed well. Who really surprised me was Lady Lava. Like, I didn't know much of her music, but she find a way to balance the performance with like showcasing her music. Right? So she had a DJ. Most of her songs, she started a cappella, she started singing lyrics, she's a very good lyricist in terms of, you know, presenting her thing. So she did well. And then Triple K performed. And I think I left after that. So overall it was a good event. I think Newton Savannah is a great space, but it just didn't have the crowd so the place just looked big and empty.
Yeah.
For large parts of it. And then they had a VIP. I don't know what happened with it, but you know. Okay. Overall, it was a good event. For who went, they probably enjoyed themselves. I know enjoyed.
Anybody viewing went to that event? You guys, let us know what you think now about the event. Let us know what you think about the event, because I didn't go to that event.
I didn't.
I was too busy. I was resting for Creole Festival. You know,
you had to get your good rest.
Yeah, my good rest.
We went to Prime Breakfast. I believe Prime Breakfast was the following morning. No attendees there, no lad in there.
No.
Well, Friday Night Lights. The start of the free nights of all city in rhythms.
Yeah, I have to say, every time I go to Creole Festival, I'm always very impressed with the production on the stage. I feel like it is really, really top tier. Really top tier. I think they do a really, really good job lighting, you know, all of that stuff. The only thing I would say, I think Sunday night was a little better, but the sound was not as powerful maybe as I expected it to be. If that's the word. But I'm not a sound engineer. But just from, you know, when we were kind of like in the VIP area, and we'll talk about that. But maybe they need to think about maybe putting some speakers that kind of face in that way, or something like that. But when we went into like the Gen Pop area, you could right in front of the stage, you were hearing the music good. But like if you were not there, it was kind of tough. I think a few people in the stands said they could hear the music pretty well in the stands as well. But but I have to say that on a positive note, to start off, the festival itself, top tier, and in terms of production, in terms of lighting, in terms of, I like that it seems that most of the bands that performed tried. They had an effort. They had dancers. They had a live band. They had backup. They had, so those things, I think
Big stage.
the big stage, you really appreciate it. Even the boy artists, everybody come with a little something, a little different kind of something to kind of like get the crowd going. So I was really, really impressed with that. So shout out to the organizers there. And I guess like, let all you say what all you think was good. We'll go into the rest.
Well, I agree on the stage, the production, everything. I occasionally get some bursts of confetti. That was very nice as well.
Yeah.
All the little things they add into the whole, the aesthetic, the ambience in the stadium and all that. I feel with the sound, I notice sometimes sitting in the stands that you hear in the music, feeling the music a lot more sitting in the stands than when you're down on the ground towards the back. I don't know much about those things, so I don't know if that have to do with the position of the speakers or whatever the case is, but I really felt down on the ground towards the back, you didn't really feel or hear the music that powerful. But I guess that has to do with placement of speakers or whatever. But generally, I feel like they do a really good job with production. But as far as Friday night, I think was really good. I still feel like every year I feel like the gap between the performances sometimes is a little too much. But I will say though, at various points in time, you go to the forecourt. Yeah,
you're not like a knocking noise there.
Yeah. Let me see.
Mute all the mic away.
Rajiv.
Yeah, Rajiv. Rajiv, what happened then, Rajiv?
The production quality.
What I was about to say there is
the man tried to mess up the Spotify audio there, boy.
What I was about to say, various points in time, I go to the forecourt in between performances, and the forecourt was well and truly rocking.
Yeah.
The artists they put in the forecourt during these performances, some of them buoy up artists. The forecourt was really a sight to see. So I like the second stage.
Yep.
In between performances, I don't know if that is a thing where there's a certain time frame that they assign between acts so that the forecourt can have activity and vendors can make their money, or if it's just a case of when the main stage ready again, they cut off the forecourt. I don't know, but I like the second stage. I just feel sometimes it have too much a bit of a lull between performances on the main stage, which is the reason for the season, So yeah.
My thing with I agree on the production. The production is great. The sound, I think they need to start changing or start modifying how they set up, because on the sides of the stage you don't get any of that. If you're not in front of the stage or within that corner of the stage, you're not really hearing it. So that's it's not really a complaint, because if you're in that area, you're enjoying the music. So it's like personal experience, right? My thing was that it started late. Run of show just the run of the show just not efficient. The show's supposed to start at a certain time. You tell patrons you opening the gates 2 hours early. Naturally, who want to get there early will get there early, right? But if you have an allotted time for an artist to be on stage, the artist should be on stage to start. Point blank period. Now, granted, there are issues that come up, but a show of that magnitude should not be starting 2 hours late.
Yeah, you're already putting it behind the 8 ball.
Exactly, right? 2 hours late, and you have 40 something acts over 3 nights. So every night you had 10 plus acts, maybe
Yeah,
less, give or take,
yeah,
right?
about that.
So when you really think about it, you start 2 hours late. You're taking more than 15 minutes between each performance. Each artist gets about 45 minutes to an hour, right? Depending on their set. You run not the risk now, it happened of run just the show just running too long, right? Well past your allotted time. So for the people who not necessarily familiar with, you know, the Creole Festival, they come in there expecting the show to start at a certain time. They're there at that certain time, and then they just sit down there waiting for 2 hours for the show to start. It's not
Yeah.
the best experience, right?
Yep.
But
So
I think
that was one of my biggest things. The next thing in terms of performances, I think that a headliner, anybody performing in that prime time slot, has to bring a band. I don't care what nobody say,
Yeah, I agree.
right?
And
Because
and Dominicans love the live band. It's a Dominican
exactly,
show.
yeah.
and I say that because I've experienced both. I've seen artists when they come on the Creole Festival stage with a DJ, and I've seen them elsewhere with a band. Their performance is enhanced by the band, and I'm speaking specifically about the dancehall artists, the Dexter Dapsies, the Shensias from the past, and looking at, well, I know Massacre was Saturday night, but looking at Massacre performance. These I've seen him live with a band, and he was much better than he was on the Creole Festival stage. Right? It enhances the experience when your headliner has a band, a live band, or at least some instruments to back them up.
Yep.
And that's what I take on it.
I don't know if the main man himself does really perform with a band. He have his act, and I
Fair
guess
enough.
part of booking him was to attract people. So
Yeah, and that's all well and good, right? If that is the agreement and he cannot get a band, and I okay with that. I okay with that because that is what it is. It is what it is. But at the same time, my personal opinion, if your headliner, your main act for the night should have a band, and that should just be that.
I mean,
That is
I would like I would like to know to that point. You know, again, like I'm not trying to speak like I'm some kind of expert in them. Think I don't know, but you know, in terms of the negotiation with the artists, is that something that we
What's
ask
the
for? Is that something
expectation?
that is that something that's required? I mean, you
Maybe
are
that
going
was
to
what
have,
was in the budget.
yeah, you are going to have certain artists that you make exceptions for, like like Cartel and them kind of people fellas there, but for the most part, the performers, I agree with Carol there. Yeah, Roger, good.
Yeah, I think if the intention was, to bring the crowd, definitely I think just for the name Vibe Hotel alone, I feel like a lot of people flock to Dominica just for that. So if the intention was to, you know, publicize the show, get people to come down, then I think we hit the nail on the head there. But like Carol, I mean, for me personally, did the headline feel like the headline? Not quite. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't a. I didn't feel like as though, boy, if I had missed that, I
Yeah,
would have missed the world. But maybe I have other musical biases, but I just feel like this is the third consecutive Curl Festival that I've been to, and I just feel like certain genres of music always deliver, and certain others tend to disappoint most of the time. And
yeah,
reggae always delivers, always.
Rajiv, over the
Soca always deliver.
over the years, Rajiv, I've come to have a new understanding. Like I used to have an opinion as like you, and
Mhm.
I've been to the last 3, 4, 5 career festivals. But I just come to the realization that there has to be something for everybody, and not everything you will enjoy. Because
True.
I personally didn't enjoy like Spice performance because it's not just not my style of know what I like. But
I mean,
people in the crowd
did she perform?
people in the crowd was really, the
Well,
crowd
well,
believe all
yeah,
the spice and
something.
all.
I mean,
So you know,
apparently,
for everybody.
apparently, what she did is generally what her performances are like.
Right. And people
Apparently.
follow
Okay.
it. So
So
I wouldn't say they don't deliver and regularly deliver. I think it's just something for everybody. But everybody like dancehall will like. Some people might not enjoy those reggae performances. They might go and get a drink at that time. They might prefer calypso on the lineup. Some people might prefer groovers. But something for everybody, I think is good. You wouldn't enjoy it.
Fair enough.
But to be honest, maybe it's just me that do have lalin. But I have to go back to the point of the length for the show, because that's something that I have been kind of talking about for a while. I feel like these big shows in Dominica, they just run too long. That's just my opinion. I think,
but
I feel
part
like,
of the problem is also maybe like our culture of not going to things on time. So
No,
take
but-
that into consideration too.
but Rajiv, if
culture of
you
going
want
to
to change,
daybreak.
if you want to change culture, well, you have to change culture at some point,
But
Too
who
late
will
for
take
that.
this? Which band will accept the sacrifice? Okay, for example, you're gonna open with a particular band. Now you're going to have to tell that band, listen, whether or not you have 0 people in the park, 20 people in the park, all you have to play. Now,
Okay.
yes, some bands might say, listen, we paid, we don't care. But another band might say, listen, like you're gonna, if let's say Kassav opening for a night, Kassav not gonna perform for
Kassav not going to
nobody in the
open.
park.
Because I'm not good on the Rajiv, that's a bad example.
And the other thing you have to think is, Signal used to play at 5 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon,
First series open
right?
this.
Back in the days. So it is what it is. I mean, I think we have to get to the point where, like Terry say, time is time. You start the show on time. If people realize that, and most people waiting for that kind of run of the show kind of thing that has come out on WhatsApp and whatever to kind of see what time they go in the park and them kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. So if people realize, like, yo, if I don't, like, for example, I wanted to see Joey duet Philly. I didn't see him because I didn't want to go in the park that early. I sacrificed.
I'll tell you one thing. I wanted to see Kess, and the schedule said Kess was going to be at 11:20. I didn't make it to the stadium until 1 a.m. and I forgot about Kess. I figured Kess play already, and
Kess play already.
So he's not the stage yet. So it's a situation where he's not running too late. It's so off schedule. People have no idea what time to come to the stadium to see who they want to see.
And to be honest, if you think about it, Rajiv, it's not a situation where you're selling tickets at the door. The tickets are sold.
Yeah.
So whether people want to come there early or late, that's on them, right? I mean, I haven't seen Chupa and Asa perform in the last couple Square Festival I go, because by the time they want to come, right? I remember that.
I think that whole thing was for something for DFC to fix years ago.
Welcome, Hadley.
Welcome.
Yeah. DFC was supposed to fix that a very long time ago, and they never did. And I think it's too late. Like, and even the bands opposing, when, like, for example, I saw a post on Facebook where Ecstasy Band was apologizing to their fans because unfortunately we just found out that we will be opening. I mean, who cares if you open? You get paid. Chances are your deposit and the band paid already. Just go, do what you need to do, get your content with me, and perform.
Yep. Well, here's the thing, I think
the band cares.
How do the fans know when Ecstasy will be performing? Maybe that was the point of the post.
The other thing too is the lineups. The lineups, the time slots comes out way too late.
That is exactly what I was going to say.
Way too late.
Are the time slots meant to even be public information? Because a lot of the time we get these things screenshots. Do we get official time slots? Because if it's not official, then they could argue,
it is never official. It is never official, but from the screenshots and the pictures you see that they are official documents. They are not public documents.
But okay. So why the secrecy? Why are these not public?
Come in the park when the place open and leave when
Right, because they want you in the park. That's the thing. They just
But I think
when you have a concert at Madison Square Garden, if it starts at 8 o'clock, what time? You have to be there at a certain time, right?
8 o'clock.
And
you have to go for security.
The difference with Madison Square Garden is when you pay for Madison Square Garden, you're paying for time. So
Yeah, 'cause
you
you're
decide to
renting the
start at
place.
11 o'clock. That is your problem because when 1 o'clock come, they will shut you down. So I think the organizers are doing a good job. I think this year for the 25th anniversary, my opinion had too many artists, but that is what it is. But even
Wait,
with too many artists,
Saturday
even
was
with
a conundrum, way.
yeah, even
I
if all
do
those
I
artists
I do
like
agree
this,
that too many artists, I think it does looking inflated because of the number of people, but a lot of these artists, so especially on this Saturday, like Faith not coming there for 60 minutes. She was there to sing a couple of her songs and she
That's
was
true.
yeah, but Brad, that's pretty much the booyah contingent, I
right.
mean,
So that in itself is an act. So it's not to say because you have
yeah, but some of them,
4 or 5
had their own set. Like Trilogy had his own set.
Yeah,
Well,
but it was
Trilogy
Trilogy-
wasn't a part of the Trilogy was not a part of the Bouillon thing, you know.
No,
Trilogy
I
No,
was
but
it was
separate.
because each night had a bouillon group or segment, right? I think was there one on Friday night?
well, it was Friday. It was Triple K.
I think Friday was just Triple K.
Friday was just Triple K, but it's Saturday night at Ridge and that whole group, and then
Most of them
Signal,
were on Saturday.
Signal, Rio,
Nice.
Triller, nice.
Friday could take more artists.
Yes.
I think, but my thing is right and I know we bouncing around, but that bouillon segment, I think, given that it's the same band backing them up, I personally feel like it would have been better if they just flowed, as opposed to having each group or each person come on and do their own individual
entry. Yeah, I
right?
agree.
If you want to if it's showcase, you're trying to showcase these artists, you give them 10 minutes. Your 10 minutes should flow right into the next person 10 minutes and make that seamless. You put in on a performance as opposed to the group putting on a performance, right? Everybody have their own individual 10 minutes, but the whole 60-minute set is a performance. So make everything just move, right? There should be no, I don't think like in between them acts, there shouldn't be a lull.
Well, especially between those acts, but I agree
Yeah.
because when I remember when Rio and them was performing, like I was kind of like hoping that's how they did it because it was hype. And I was just waiting for as soon as one man
as soon as nice
boom, like you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that would have get the crowd self going too as well, But
And
anyway,
I think that's something that DFC have to dictate. I think what's happening there is every artist is just know they have a contract, and I think in situations couple years ago we did something similar to the Bouillon ensemble, which was the Cadas Icons, right? And we had this all-star band, and we had Cadas Icons, and what we did, the early stages of rehearsal, we had everybody come in and rehearse and whatnot. And then the second half of rehearsal, we had almost everybody there. So we could just run through the entire set and move from one act. One act will introduce the next, and you move on and whatnot. And I think these acts are very young and I would say immature in the whole thing. Like to get to perform on such a big stage, inexperience as it would. And I think there should be some sort of guidance to help them, like almost like have a Steve Hyacinth there to manage. That's where you need a stage manager in situations like that, and just to ensure that hey, who next, Rio next, that person next, and you just flow in. But it has to happen in rehearsal for such a big show. It has to happen in rehearsal where we're moving from one act to the other. Keril finished his set, he introduced Rajiv. Rajiv finished his set, he introduced Brad, and that's how you have to move.
Not even the artist introduce the next artist. The band can do that themselves. Just keep the music flowing.
Just keep it rolling.
Build the vibe and punch your rhythm, and the next person come on.
The artist don't do introduction. From the time the rhythm start, the crowd know who come.
People know,
Exactly.
right? People know.
Exactly.
But I do fault in like the likes of Fifi. She wanted a little set up with the Barbie box and thing and whatever. But it have to happen a little more seamless.
Yeah,
Right.
That is what we say. Yeah.
Nobody locking the introduction.
I mean,
you want to come
on
out
stage, yeah.
But again,
with their phone.
If you're
with their phone recorded.
Go and sit down in the stands. If you're there and you're struggling, go sit down. You can't expect to stand up in front of the stage and jump for the entire night. If you can't make it,
Yeah.
take a rest,
Yep.
go in the stands. Take
Yep.
a little nap.
But fellas, we say Friday night, we're talking about the whole fest. But anyway, what was the best performer for Friday night? To me, hands down Roman Virgo.
Roman Virgo.
By far.
Roman
But
Virgo.
let me not
For
say
sure.
by far because I didn't see Triple K. So I don't
I saw
know.
Triple K. I stayed for Triple K.
It was top,
Triple K was very good.
top
Quite.
notch.
Quite.
Nice.
I see
Apart from the
I-
truck reversing in the crowd after.
Well, yeah,
That was dangerous.
that was
nobody
dangerous.
hurt, nobody got hurt, right?
No, nobody
Nobody got hurt,
They
no.
had fire marshals and thing. I'm moving the truck out.
All right, good.
But,
That's
but
important.
either way, I think everybody, like all of the big booyah bands, try to put on a spectacle. Asa with his usual entrance, Triple K come out on the truck. That was one thing. And then, well, I think Hadley will have a signal segment. But
No, signal to do nothing,
no.
Jamal.
I just mentioned if you want. But in terms of Triple K entrance and their performance, Triple K always steps it up for the Creole Festival stage, and I really enjoyed their performance.
Yeah.
But yeah, Romain Virgo was definitely my personal favorite for the Friday night.
Personally, maybe because I'm a reggae man. They can bring 15 reggae artists there for me for all I care.
Oh,
No, I don't think it's that now. I think reggae is a very, I don't know. I just find reggae is, especially good reggae like Roman Virgo them, like their music it's not hardcore lovers rock, but it also not like leaning too much to the dancehall. It's like right there. You have a little bit of old school and new school in there in Roman Virgo type of reggae music.
I want
Very
a,
palatable, man.
I want a good balance. I've come to Creole Festival and never heard of a particular artist, and after I live there, I Google in their music and on YouTube and stuff because
Yeah.
So I want a good mix. I don't want too much
But
reggae.
how much reggae did we have on Saturday, on Friday?
I exaggerated, man. But I'm just saying, in my time going to Creole Festival the last few years, I have not really seen a bad reggae performance.
Last year, Graham Smogan was spectacular for sure.
Well, if you consider that reggae, 2010, Sean Paul was the worst ever.
Well, that wasn't reggae.
And Sean Paul.
Sean Paul is dancehall.
Dancehall.
Sean Paul traditional. Well, traditionally, I say traditionally, but
anyway, so that was Friday night. Do we want to go into the VIP before we
no, let's just
boy.
We can go into the VIP because there was Friday night considerations for the VIP as well.
for the VIP?
Yeah.
I personally,
so what was the first impression when you walk into the jungle?
For me,
Why am I in a jungle?
the first impression is, first of all, for me, I was a patron in the VIP on Friday night. I arrived at the VIP approximately 1 a.m. and there were no cups available for me. First things first. So upon entry, I was already, as Dominicans say, like to say, Kotwai. That's why I can't get a cup at 1 a.m. Now, granted, yes, the festival started a few hours ago, but I don't feel like 1 a.m. is late per se for an event that goes until daybreak.
Well, I mean, if you pay VIP,
well, where did
that
the
should
cup?
never
Where
happen.
did your allotted cup go?
Right, so I asked, well, okay, where the Saturday cups? May I get one of these Saturday cups? And apparently they were not available for Friday. So that
So
kind of
the cups that a night written on them or
no, they were different
It was
colors.
different colors.
Well, when I proceeded further into the VIP, I realized why there were no cups because the volume of people in there was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
okay.
Well, I don't know. Let me go. This was my first time. Y'all did it before, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't know what to expect. I was kind of going off of what you guys previously said. So for me, the jungle thing was a little bit claustrophobic for me. Like walking through that, and then why did I have to move to the left to get the cup? You know, why was like I almost passed that cup thing straight, because I didn't realize I had to move to the left to get a cup and whatnot. So I actually came back and I didn't get a cup. But Duos for the win.
Yes.
Duos bar for the win.
It was Bowers, yeah.
But as soon as I got there, you guys and the people that I knew in there, that is one thing that I heard people saying, yo, there's a lot of people. there was a lot of people.
Well,
And
I wonder if there were a lot of people, or just because they had all these different tents and all them thing, like
I
all
think
these structures.
There was
Really?
people for sure.
yeah.
I heard
there
people.
were
I heard
people
people say that too. I heard people say that too. Like
Let-
the layout wasn't the best. I
I
need to
think even with
and in my
even if
services.
let's say that there were a lot more people. I think if that being the case, I understand they need to decorate 25 and 25, but I think the entrance was just a little bit too cluttered, and I think space should be priority a little above more
Open space.
than just decor, because
Just
I
space,
mean
comfortable
decor
space,
nice,
man.
but open space I think
Yeah.
would be better. So it didn't feel like I think this is my third year I tried the VIP. It didn't feel like as good as previous years. And
For sure.
this year I did PVIP, but I I mean this is obviously anecdotal, but a lot of one of the, well, not complaints, but points that people in VIP were raising were that they were not quite sure what was the difference, because when you enter, nobody really tells you, hey, you have the VVIP experience, go to this part of the park or
Right.
whatnot. I don't know if that was just their experience, but two people independently like shared that they were not even aware that these two separate areas were available to them as VVIP, and it wasn't immediately apparent what the difference is. I mean, I know this is publicized on social media or whatnot, but if you're a first time comer to the festival, I think you could be a little lost once you kind of enter the park.
Me, I get a hard plug sweet when I try to enter the
The amphitheater.
the amphitheater.
Yeah, boy.
Because Dominicans doesn't read.
I do
Dominicans doesn't
agree.
read.
read what?
I do agree, Razi, on the point.
Partner catch my band and tell me, hey,
The point on the structures, like you enter any place and then it's like you being funneled into these little corridors, and then what end up happening is people like congregating in these areas and
Area, yep.
walk around them. Like the food area is already off to a side. I felt like there was no need to kind of make these like lanes with flowers and stuff. It just created more like less space for people to. You want open space to stand up and to free up and to drink and to whatever. But too many structures and
They had and a few years ago, couple years ago, they had the VIP. One of the things I really liked was the seamless nature. You could go from kind of being on the side to if you want to go in front of the stage, there was enough room. You know what I'm saying? You could walk in and out if you wanted to do that. Yeah, I feel like the front was too cluttered, like Rajiv said, and also
that Hennessy bar that caused that, you know.
well,
That
yeah, but
that bar right next to the stage.
No, that bar's always been there.
Uh-huh.
It was never a problem. What the access to the front of the stage was limited this year because they put a barrier.
It was like a narrow.
Right.
Why?
Why are you trying to funnel people?
I don't
That's
understand.
one thing.
Like,
No,
why?
they extended the space for the media, right? And they had a walkway in front of they added a walkway to the front of the stage. So that in itself take away from the space
Which I liked.
where the patrons used to be a lot.
I like that
No,
walk.
but the
I don't
walkway
mind
is
the
fine,
walkway.
Brad. The walkway
I
is
like the
fine, but
walkway.
part of the whole thing of the walkway is that you should be able to put the crowd around the walkway.
Around it.
When the artist walking or the artist can, you know what I'm saying?
So you have to change. You have to
Left,
change the
right,
layout.
that kind of thing. Yeah.
You have to change the layout. Now, if you sold more tickets this year, you cannot give us the same amount of space in front of the stage. So the walkway eat into the space, and then to get to the other side of the stage, we have to squeeze through a small space right in front of the
Yep.
walkway. It just didn't make sense.
I definitely feel like we take a couple steps backwards in terms of the setup for the VIP. I don't know if it's because of the supposed time frame they had to set it up
Yeah.
or whatever issues happen, but I feel like we take a couple steps back. I don't know if it's
Oh,
because
sometimes it could also be mandatory police.
I highly doubt. How
requirements.
many police you see in VIP areas?
Nah.
Another thing
I think
circulation wise that was a little bit confusing was how do we access the main grounds from the VIP.
You in VIP, where you go pop for?
No, but you have access. No, but you have access. No, but
So
you have
general
access to it. You have
admission,
access to
general
it.
admission.
You have access to the park. So how, like, you sometimes you have to be walking past people who coming in and stuff like that, and then you have to go all the way around
All the way
until we
around,
found out. Yeah, until we found out about the ramp that was right there. So I feel
I
like
never found out about it. No?
I feel like there could have been, where they had the right at the entrance of the food area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There could have been some sort of access to the park, because if you went into the main section of the park, right next to the food area was a nice little setup,
There should
Yeah.
definitely be a few exits.
you know.
But
So
There should be
that there could have been and just put some security there and done.
at least
And
one.
they had security in the wrong places.
Maybe the requirement to re-enter should be the main place, but there should definitely have been a few exits.
Yeah.
To enter the general area.
But again,
But
Speaking of the general area, I went there once and I appreciated they had some nice activation stations where they had the Dominica sign and some other like photo op areas going on. I thought that was
that's what I was talking
It
about. It was
was
right
in
next.
any jump up area.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
right
man, that
next
was
to
nice,
the
man.
food area of the VIP, right opposite it.
yeah.
What else you appreciate but jump up? I like the bars in the park.
general admission, garçon. So
General admission.
I think
I like the bars in the park.
the addition of the bars on the grounds and the stairs from the stands to the grounds was a master stroke. I think they added it a couple years ago.
Yes.
Whoever came up
Yes,
with that,
this kind of like the slope kind of
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
And also, so let's go back to the VIP. So to that point Brad just made there. VIP need to set up with somewhere for people to sit down. So you cannot tell me a show running for 15 hours, bro.
And the only place for you to sit down is if you
In the
VIP.
amphitheater. And come on.
And in the VVIP
I think-
seating as well, but it's limited.
It would be nice if they could. I don't think the stand that we're next to, that doesn't have seats, right? But it would be nice if the VIP could be set up like along a stand where people could actually just go in the stands and
You
sit.
have access to the stands, Rajiv.
It's true. It's
You have
true.
access to VIP.
So desire, you can go there and sit down.
And another thing I heard some young ladies mention, they were saying, the VIP is porta potties and the regular admission are flushing toilet. I mean, I guess, so for the VIP organizers, I mean, you can. That's just a few words from the young ladies out there. They prefer the flushing toilets.
You have to get some Rolls Royce bathrooms, my brother, to put there.
I don't know. Some might disagree, some might agree, but I really just feel like for the space we have within that VIP village, there were just too many people there. Too many people there. It's either we remove a bunch of the structures and
Yeah,
just,
I think it felt worse because of the amount of structures that was there.
and there was a lot of wasted space towards the back, like going towards like the fireman station and stuff. There was just like empty space, and everybody funneled into a little area, and it's just too much. And it ended up being that you still have to go and short for drink and wait long for drink, so then it kind of defeating the purpose.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Dewars bar for sure.
Some people end up having to leave
Boy, for the win.
and go into the general area to get food because lines were so long for some of the food items. Some of it finished early.
And then they were stalls set up for certain items, and then there's nobody in the stalls, no kind of information
Yeah,
as to
Bro.
when these things are going to be available.
it
So
definitely
it's
didn't seem like the setup was catered for the volume of people that was there. I personally entered on Friday, and by like 1:30 a.m. you hear from the bars that Black Label finish and this finish, which is insane to me.
Bro, Black Label finish, bro. I swear to God. I walked in there maybe midnight Friday night. 1 o'clock I go, there's a Black Label finish.
Which is insane.
Friday night.
One of the things that people drink more often.
That's madness.
You wouldn't imagine at that time when the festival haven't really get going yet. No major acts perform it and Black Label finish.
I want to highlight that comment there. Somebody say, why entire bands backing up singers were allowed in? I'm not sure if I'm understanding what the question is.
The other along the lines.
I don't think that question is even a valid question to ask.
Oh, you can't say the person
No, no,
question
no,
is
no,
valid.
no, 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 but I can. No. You have to remember that these people are the people making the show what it is. They have full access to.
No,
They have full.
patrons make this show what it is.
No. The patrons attend the show, and the artists and the band members and whatnot. These people, their pass gives them full access to the venue.
But that
Apart
is-
from apart from corporate, no, the person is based. Well, they have access to those. They have access to those venues, those places. Apart from maybe the corporate booths, like let's say National Bank, if they have a booth all the way up there. But the artists at events like that, artists normally have access to the entire venue.
I think
I don't
for the
think
most part, people would appreciate the presence of artists in the VIP.
Right.
But Dominica is a very small place, and I think the frustration or the friction comes when you feel like you are a paying patron, but you see and you know that there are other people with other. It's not artist bands they have. It's not artists, but they
I-
in the same they. You know,
I honestly
so-
don't feel like if we're talking about what made the VIP, my opinion, if we're talking about what made the VIP a success or a failure, I don't think that was one of the major issues, in my opinion.
Nah.
But I understand why somebody might feel that way. I mean, one of the things that they market the VIP is that possibly interaction with artists, right? That's one of the That's one of the points they use to market the VIP, right? So at the same time, I mean, I think one of the bigger things that we haven't really spoken about was how many people in that VIP are actual paying VIP members.
well, that's what I was saying.
Independent
Time.
of the artist and all that.
Yeah.
So, why? Granted, your media is supposed to be capturing the show. It has so many volume, or they have only own space in front of the stage, and I was on the right side of the stage. Now that is where they had to access. Why all of them coming out and coming and stand up and mingle where the VIP?
These are the people that I don't think that should have access to the VIP.
No, well, they can come in and take some pictures. But
No. The VIP, you have to understand that the VIP is somewhat totally independent from the organization of what is happening on stage.
Logistically,
To a certain extent. Right. I think that whoever covering content for VIP can be in there for that. But I think you're right, Kerry. Like so many people who were supposed to be creating content at the time were just roaming the VIP. None of them with a camera in their hand. They just have that little pass on their neck and they know they have access. I feel like those are some of the people that you can limit where they have access to, because at that point these people are in the park to work, but now they're accessing the drinks, they're accessing the food, they're accessing every amenity that paying customers.
Well, let's put things in perspective. Let's say there was an additional media personnel, a few backup individuals for the artists and stuff. For Black Label to be finished by 1 a.m.
They take a bottle and go, man.
Let me take a bottle, my brother.
We have additional concerns and because you know what I mean.
No, Brad, I don't think we're saying that's the cause of it. You know, I think
No, that's not what we're saying.
It doesn't seem like the volume of people that was catered for is the volume of people that was there.
Henny making a good point there, man.
I mean, like I said, I don't think, I understand these things were maybe pain points for people, but I don't think that was necessarily the what caused the VIP to be a success or a failure. I would say something good about the VIP is the PVIP was, the food area. I personally liked it. Yeah. I think they maybe could have done it as a pass through instead of like a blocked out area, but I personally liked it. I like the fact that you could get soup and all them thing. I wanted to make one comment on the food. I'm okay for doubles. My Trinidad, Malay doubles.
My brother, no, come down.
Malay doubles, so. I'm okay for
Like
that.
doubles alone.
Again, it's like the artist on the stage, something for everybody. If you don't
Brad, I
get it,
understand
yes,
that.
then
I understand that. But if they're making doubles going to affect the amount of bigs they're making, that is a problem.
I don't think so.
In my
So,
opinion.
hold on. So what you're saying? The same
Nobody
person
already
making the
make it
bigs. The same person making the bigs was making the
If
doubles.
it's not making doubles, can make bigs.
But that's
Brad,
not
Brad.
Nah, you
some
educate
money
for
for
everybody, man.
Well,
What happened?
hello,
Us
people
in
don't mind me. You know,
Dominica,
I don't really eat doubles, so.
us in Dominica are more generous then. Us have to always have something for everything. When we go
No, but what I say
them
is
other place.
the contract to make what they make. When you get there, as Dwayne said, there was soup. You had beef patties, you had roti, you had roast bakes. You get what you like and you move.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
The whole thing with the food court, you had to catch what you wanted, man. Because
The only
sometimes
thing
you have to make another trip.
I have to say
Yes,
they had soup for a while.
Yeah. I didn't agree with how it was sectioned off and with flowers kind of make everything too much like isolation, man. Leave the space more open, it already off to the side.
Yeah.
Leave it open.
Well, when
Circulation
circulation
is something that they have to work on there. Circulation was very poor.
Let me shout out the roast bakes lady. When it comes
Yeah,
to
boy.
the food, the only thing
Yeah.
I come in there for is roast bakes.
Roast bakes
Roast bakes.
and a
So
soup.
organizers-
Rum I drinking. Give me a hot
organizers-
soup of the
Organizers next
If you
year,
don't imagine
please give the roast bakes lady about a 4 or 5 grills, so she can
Yeah.
set up for success, so she can
Roast
have at
bakes.
least, you know.
Ramoui.
Yeah, because the
I tell
roast
you
bakes
shit. If you
is a
didn't-
hit.
If you didn't go there early, when you go by that soup place, all you get is water, you know.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
you get is water, you know.
And I'm making you
But
more. I'm making you more.
And I see mix and fry, whatever. Was it fry? Some type of fish. The line was so long.
Fine fish. Yeah.
I never indulge. Roast
Yeah,
meat.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand
Yeah,
up there.
somebody-
No, the fish water was good. The
The
fish
fish
water
water-
was.
The tacos and everything there.
Loaded
I-
fries and tacos.
I see that
Oh,
line
no,
there.
I
I can
didn't.
never
No,
never
that
consider
line
it.
was too long for me.
Look, I get inspired there, boy. I thought it was
I think
bagging, but
the options was good. I just feel like sometimes you get there and the line so long, it's like it kind of dissuading you. Because while you're there, somebody on stage performing, you know. Again, I feel like the volume of people that was there is not the volume of people that was catered for, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
No, organizers, don't misunderstand us. We were just there. That was our experience as pictures.
Mhm.
That is our input. That is our suggestions. You know.
And there were years where things were kind of littered throughout the village. You could get a popcorn on one side, you could get like fried plantain on another side.
Yeah.
I mean, like litter, put things around and spread it out.
I feel the only point, I guess one of the last points I'll make is, I feel like I've never organized something on that level, but I feel like we have to be careful, right? We maybe feel like we have to outdo every year. Sometimes the important thing is just
Consistency.
maintaining the status quo is good enough, and with just slight alterations, you know, because the first time I go in VIP, I don't gonna lie, somebody stick me inside there and I say, all right, I go and go VIP from now on. But a few people came for their first time, hardly, you know, some of our other friends, and the experience they got was not what we have experienced before. So I think
to them.
Yeah, what we described, right? So I think
Yeah.
it's not that
Them
it's
man
a
was giving us blows. Them man checking we bubble them because we tell them, man, boy, it's VIP or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we have to just, you know, make some slight alterations, and then, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, we have to, I think one of the key points is two major things for me: open up the space, make the space, you know, more easily accessible to people in the VIP should still be able to hear the music properly. And then also,
that is something we was talking about. I don't know why we're only bringing it up now. I think
we bring it up before.
You talk about it.
Yeah.
It was late.
But on that doing.
Before you even go there, right? Did any of you go to the right side of the stage? So you know the entrances. You went there, right?
Yeah.
You see all the dead space that was on the other side.
Yep.
By them tents and thing. Imagine if we had just extend the VIP about 20 meters that way. Imagine how much more free up they would have been. You put a couple bars on the other side.
I'll tell you one thing. I'm sorry to say, but I don't know who art was being displayed in that art exhibition area, but I feel like That's too central premium real estate to be displaying art. And then we have bars funneled in the areas where people want to stand up. I feel like that area should be reserved for something more.
Is it-
Last year they had the art towards the back by the near the VIP. That was a good area. They had a little area. You could walk over there. If you walk in, if you're drink, you could go there. You could place your order with the
I'll-
people. That was
Yeah,
good
The
when it was.
elevated area on top of it, on top of that art gallery. Was that VVIP?
I think that was Ultra.
That was
That was ultra.
that was
bro.
ultra.
That was
Ultra.
Ultra. Oh,
Ultra.
okay.
But
Next year you should
here's
check it out.
I wonder how many people sign up for credit cards during Creole Festival.
Credit card, so
National Bank now.
Bank, Republic Bank, calling bank
Yeah.
in the place.
But here's one thing I noticed. Is it me or did I notice like I find that they were trying to sell you a lot of stuff in the VIP.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fine. With
Not just the
But-
credit
and
cards, but like people
But
will
the
literally
peripherals, man.
have stuff selling and
So you have,
That's
you have partners,
okay,
you have
but the money
sponsors,
side.
I guess.
they have an obligation to come there and try and sell their products.
No, that's okay, but put
No,
them on the
Kessler.
peripherals, you know.
I just
Tesla
feel
in the
like
comments she did it and she do it again. I mean, we
Like
do it
it's-
again. We've
it's a
been
man,
doing
my
it
brother.
again
It's a
for
man.
it.
Ajib.
I
Yeah,
did VVIP for the first time. I would do it all
yeah,
over
that's
again.
probably my, let me see, 22, 23, 24, 25. That's probably my fourth time doing the village. And I mean, I'll do it again, but I
Yeah.
have to say it hasn't exactly. I feel like it's gone a few steps backwards this year.
Yeah. Let's chalk it up to the impossibility of it all, you know.
At the minimum, I want a cup when I enter on Friday, please.
And to be quite honest, we have had better cups. I don't gonna lie, them cup was cheap. All you can tell me what all you want.
Black label.
As soon as you pour drink in that, your hand cool. Hour.
Cool. Yeah.
I not a
I mean, that work.
Okay, so let me just say that for
Black
me.
was better.
For me being there for the first time, let me just say what I think can improve. I think one, circulation is very important.
Tell us what you liked as well.
I'll tell you what I like that, but circulation could have been better. I think at least maybe a screen in the VIP could have helped, and at least a line of speakers just to hear just to feel the music in the space. I feel like as if we were not feeling the music in the VIP space. What I liked about it was the duos bar was on point.
What about the little Wi-Fi in the VIP area? Because the service in
Oi.
We need to bring
the
on
duos
digital
bar was
as
on
a
point.
sponsor.
A little Wi-Fi, but that I've had to be strong. We bought the amount of people that's let into that VIP. So that Wi-Fi have to be banging me.
I mean, how many people do you think was in the park that night? Like per night?
yeah,
Average?
about 10,000. Eh?
More
In
than
the
that.
park or in the VIP?
In the
More
park,
than
every
The back in general, more than that.
Oh, but they released their numbers and they said
Did they?
43. Yeah, they released their numbers and they said over the 3 nights, 43,000
I'll tell you
people.
what,
So
briefly.
Yeah,
43,000 people.
Creole Festival,
40,000 something.
I've never seen that many people in Roseau, period. Saturday night.
When? Saturday night? Yes.
Burna
Yes.
Boy was there and whatever.
I think the night Burna Boy.
From Pottersville to Newton, there was no parking. I've never seen that many people in Roseau in my life. I just want to put that out there. The Bible said, do his job.
No, Saturday night, bro, I went up in the stands and trust me, inside there was Chuck.
I'm telling you.
Chuck. Yeah. So, I mean, all right, so we talk a little bit about the VIP. Let's not, beat a dead horse there. So Saturday night now, Cartel was on stage with Spice.
Run off show. I vex. Run off
Talk
show.
to me. Talk to me.
We 2 hours late. We have a lineup. Right? Granted, it's not an official, it's not a public document. We have a lineup. That's supposed to be on stage 4 o'clock. And we're running 2 hours late. I say, you know what? I can take a rest. For me to get my...
You say like that.
Boys,
Hey, you know what?
I got it right.
No,
You go have to take a rest.
that's
Why
fine.
you-
Oh, boy.
That's fine. That was a personal choice. Right? I just tell you my experience. I say I gotta take a rest. I go and take my rest.
That time for you.
How long was that rest? You mind sharing it for us?
But you must sleep about 5 hours.
I think an hour in the car.
Oh, what?
Listen. Well, let me tell my story. My story, you know, not only story,
Ask
my
him
story.
next week and Cattle on stage. We halfway.
My brother, boy, when I wake up, I in Spice on stage. I say, but hold on now. I thought, is the boy artist next? I wake up, I message him, but never say Spice on stage. Yeah, I blink.
You see, 5 more minutes, man.
My brother,
Fun.
When you go in and take a
Knock
rest,
out.
you go in the stands.
I agree.
So you
I
can
agree. Next time. So I miss all of Spice, all of Vibes Cartel. That's the short story long. But yeah.
So Saturday night, who was the best performer now?
Saturday night. Boy,
Kassav was Saturday.
Kassav was
Sunday.
Kassav was Sunday.
Yeah.
Wasn't Kassav on Sunday?
I think so. Yes.
So was Sunday night. Yep.
Yeah,
It was
Kassav was
Sunday.
Sunday night. I don't really check artists.
I don't remember.
I reached just before Kiss.
My favorite performance on Saturday night, or you can call it Saturday morning. Little Boy and Kwan.
Yeah.
I was in my bed.
I think they had a very good
Of course, you're in your bed.
And it was clear to me that they rehearsed and they were very
Mhm.
coordinated and they make outfits, and I like to see that a lot. And they work this stage well.
They were the same. I really like the effort that all the performance put in. You can see they
as well.
tried.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Rich.
Yeah, Bridge was very
Rich,
very good.
enjoy Rich
Rich-
performance.
Could have come a
Rich
long
is
way
a-
to his stage presence.
You enjoy Rich performance.
Performance, yeah.
Okay.
Doing. Relax.
Oh god, man, I was in the gutter, bro.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I enjoyed his performance.
I
Rich,
haven't performed in Creole Festival for a number of years because it's just going too late into the morning, and I don't do borderline and them things. So by that time I already
Burn out and to go home.
and that's the thing, right? If we trying to make Bordelame a spectacle as part of like a whole package, the show can't be going until them time there after whole night.
I'm
Like,
telling
it
you.
just doesn't make sense to me. You know,
I'm
but
telling you. So going too long. All right, so that was Saturday night, and then so Saturday night you had Michael Henderson. No, Michael Henderson was Sunday.
Oh, well, I want to comment on one more thing. And say
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that drone show.
Yes,
I think it was really good.
Yeah,
but we didn't see. We were just seeing half of it from
but in
VIP.
the VIP it was tough because the stage was kind of blocking someone.
Yeah, the stage.
that is when I go and sleep.
Because when I saw it like after, like on YouTube, I said, "Damn, it was looking nice, like in person, but on YouTube it was really looking really nice."
Yeah,
like,
it was a very good addition.
Yep, it was pretty good.
10 out of 10 for that. Sunday, best performer for Sunday.
Casa.
So Sunday, yeah, Signal, Kassav.
Special mention to WCK.
Yeah, I enjoyed WCK. I was a little bit worried because of the omission of Ra as to how it would go, but I think with them not bringing all the acts on all the artists, the previous artists of the band one time, like everybody came in
You could have done with some
gradually.
Some nice.
Yeah, I could have done with some. Dice would have been a good. I really thought Dice was coming, and for some reason I was fingers crossed that Ra would be there.
We can
I think, yeah, like some part of me just really thought that last minute they would just bend and just.
It was prime opportunity for peeping to happen.
Yeah.
Rat
They
to
were-
perform with CK, Rui to perform with Serenade, and Trilogy, Kwan, and Lick Boy.
That was
So you're asking for
Right.
too much, really?
no
I
from what I
tell you what I want to do.
from what I understand.
Next we win the Mega Million.
From what I understand,
What do you understand? That is
no.
information.
From what I understand, that was supposed to happen. The whole trilogy
That's
and thing. It was supposed to happen, but because of time, didn't work out. I can say that now.
Your Honor,
I'll tell you.
take this testimony from
Strike this from the
evidence,
record.
Attention.
Two artists I really like performance. Nice and Rio.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I really like. I
Rio,
really like.
Rio was definitely the best dressed.
I have two special mentions.
Boy, nice. Let's go in on a stage.
Yeah.
Boy, all into it.
I have two
Yeah.
special mentions. One, them fellas from St. Joe, that Go Fast crew, performing the folk out. And let me tell you, the folk out was bouncing. Them fellas, they really had the place rocking. And then two, special mention to the prime event they had in the gardens on Saturday. That was really good as
Oh
well.
yeah,
Oh, but we didn't
yeah.
talk about Prime.
We forgot about Prime. Fellas was
Yeah.
sleeping with Prime. Fellas resting for later.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fellas,
yeah,
you're resting
yeah.
for later.
Them real
Yeah.
speedy fellas was inside.
Michael Anderson was very good, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
As
Michael
per
Anderson was
usual.
solid.
Very, very, very,
Solid.
very good.
Chobi.
I enjoyed
Remember
Gordon Henderson's performance.
Eh,
I really enjoyed Gordon's performance. I miss Fitzroy Williams, who passed, God rest his soul. So I actually went and I just stood in front of the stage
And just
for the
take it in.
performance, and I just took it in. I think the oh god. I think the band was on point. Gordon Henderson, who is a past guest of Talk the Ting. Gordon doesn't age, and Gordon keeps bringing it every time, and I think it was a very good performance. Ophelia, for me, I didn't see all of her performance, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the little bit that I saw. I didn't see
Well, I hear
Mikel.
these songs I want to play.
I cannot mad about not seeing Mikel.
I saw me. I was up front for Michael, and Michael.
I cannot mad about
boy,
not seeing Mikel.
I'll tell you, Michael Anderson,
You know, I haven't seen one
top
clip
tier.
Ezra the Fun Machine performance.
I think I saw one.
Did he actually
Well,
perform?
speaking of having
he performed. I think he closed.
speaking of having seen clips, I just
'Cause
want to
people-
say, to DFC, for the amount of media that we have, we all need to tell the media and them, all the people that are taking videos, release the content. 2 weeks out of Fest, and it's a handful of people that releasing.
A
Fake,
recap.
like we're not seeing any of them stuff. We look at people looking for themselves.
Highlights, recap,
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, tell them media people if the content
Hold
not
them,
out
hold them
next
to
year,
account, man. Next year, no, but
we
no,
don't
no, no.
no ban, no pass
Yeah.
next year. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we've been going for about an hour and
20 minutes.
almost hour and a half there.
Boy, let's not
So-
do like the first, eh?
Yeah, we have to. Time is time. So
I mean, we get up for a bit of a longer episode, you know, but
yeah. I see a couple comments there. Let me just look through it and see if we can highlight anything. Brandy
We
said
have a
that
tourist VI
see,
man first time.
they say DHL have to send you a code. They'll send you a code.
Yeah, I Friday night I was quite disappointed to enter there, no cups. That's not a very premium experience. There's somebody to reach out to me to rectify that.
compensation.
Yeah.
Prime had cups for this.
Yes, God, it's still behind man
You've
here.
got
First
it.
time.
Big up
G
God.
money,
Yes.
well, G money.
Yes, sir. Nice, perform well.
Let's touch on Prime. I really
Let me
enjoyed Prime,
ask you,
you know.
hold on, Kerry. I'll let you talk about that. But I want to see if I part. Mr. was there. Nah?
Yeah, in spirit.
He was there.
This young man
Yeah, woo!
via DBS radio, so maybe for
Oh, okay.
But the man that was telling us who on stage.
yeah.
Speaking
Okay.
of people popping, Skinny was nice addition to Trailer and Shelly performance. Let me see.
Skinny Fabulous.
Skinny Fabulous.
Yes, Skinny Fabulous, yes. I see Cat Sick Prime was amazing.
Amazing. It was.
Yep. Very, very amazing.
Correct is right.
It's
Yeah,
a
you have to come
nice,
there just after the sun start going down though.
relaxing.
Yeah, the
event.
DJs, the bands. I enjoy
DJ
I
and was in the house.
I enjoy MJ.
I like the location. Is that the first?
Yeah.
This is the first
That's the
time
first
they
year
had,
they do it on that side.
yes, that location
Right
was.
there, I think it was good and the setup was good. The service
Yeah.
was good.
The service was better. I remember when was it a couple years ago when we did it. You know, we had like issues getting our table and our thing. So this year I think it was very
Yeah,
well.
and we had a dedicated server always checking up on us to make sure that we good.
And I said
That was great.
in the first nights if you have the stamina for it, and some people might go to Prime and not go to Fest. You never know. It's a good addition.
But the time we went, there was a good time though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be there at 12 o'clock. Say that again?
Some people don't care about the hot sun. Some do. Like you have people that come from Creole Festival and go to Bodlame and
yeah.
I'm unable to
One
catch.
thing.
Able to can.
Everybody that come Dominica for the first time, ball there, checking Dominica is just
Indeed. They don't have that lal in there.
Yeah, boy. Jesus Christ. Well, anyway, so I see somebody say nice observation, guys. Only really talking the thing. All right, we appreciate it. Share the video, share the like.
Oh, let's carry on.
Considering, let me see that there. Considering the time Creole Fest starting, you can definitely take a rest after Prime and still make it to. Yeah, you can still take.
It depends.
Yeah, man.
Not if you have to drive up Grand Bay, huh?
I go
No way.
and rest and but the thing is you have to go to it, you lie down in your bed sleeping and you rest and you wonder if you get a cup when you reach the stadium, so you have to, you have to find yourself there, get your roast
What
mix.
again?
Well, go and take your cup and then go and take a sleep like Carol.
Yeah.
Come early for your cup and go back.
That's a past talk the thing guess. So we might have to look into that cup situation there for my partner there.
Who's that?
That's going on. We had promoters on in the past.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go back and watch the episodes. You don't tell nothing. Go back and watch the episodes.
I know they committed to improving the experience for all the stuff that they put on. So they take the feedback. I don't know if there was a survey or anything. Sometimes they do a post-event survey. I'll give my
There was a survey they did. They had people doing surveys in the airport.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Dominica is a small place. Social media big. I'm sure everybody getting the feedback.
Yeah.
Doing earlier on, Carol was talking about Gopoel, was it?
Independence Gopoel, yeah.
Yeah. Did you touch on Reggae on the Boardwalk that very same night?
No, I didn't. Yeah, Reggae on the Boardwalk was rocking, trust me.
Yeah, Reggae on the Boardwalk was it.
For those people like myself who was not there, was it truly reggae on the boardwalk or
Yes. It
Yes.
was.
Other genre of music featured? Or
No, it's reggae.
Reggae with a little bit of old school, and the dance hall was mostly the older dance hall.
That's good too.
And the crowd was also very mature over there.
What that mean?
It closed yesterday indefinitely.
Yeah, today's the last night. Yeah, tonight is the last night. That's what they put out today.
The venue or
no, the event, the actual ROTB.
When the diaspora return, we will revisit. We will come back to reggae.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. We might have to contact our past guest Miguel Labadi.
We also went
do we want to talk about jazz?
Jazz in the City.
We want to talk about jazz.
Realm.
I don't think I'm going to talk about jazz.
Featuring Elijah and his platform shoes.
No, he's pushing him on his foot.
Pushing him on a Gaza.
Why that little man name the one I was singing after him?
Mary Pascal.
Mary Pascal.
I thought she was good, man.
And, I thought she was good. Her band was good. Yeah.
Yeah, but I find for a man of Elisha Benoit's repute, for your backup singer to not be able to sing and back you up properly, that was
that's fine. One shot out there, everybody.
But I telling you what I expected, right? When we walk inside, there were a man singing karaoke and he don't know the songs he's singing.
Well, I not his backup singer. That was the
no. Brother, I tell you about the whole experience.
We
walk inside there and it have fellas on the mic that don't know what they're singing, and then they put in the mic out to the crowd without entertaining the crowd.
Yeah, the ones who do know these songs, they afraid their shadow. So these guys, they have
Yes.
That's not true.
right?
That's not true.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That's not true.
What do you what
You see-
mean?
The rum
You see,
punch,
even on talk the thing, you have certain things people saying that is fake news, you know. So you have all have
the
to.
rum punch upstairs by Michael Anderson's restaurant, whatever it's called, was quite
Yes.
Quite good.
Michael,
Quite good.
yeah, it was.
But it took us a while to get it there.
well.
Yeah.
Well, boy, that place was chopping it up.
One, but the
Yeah,
first
that's fine. That's fine. But I feel like
I think the problem
That was
with
my first
Michael's
time- That was my first time in a realm. I didn't realize that what the setup was like. I thought it was just like
I
one
still haven't been.
restaurant.
somebody
Yeah.
asking about our thoughts on DJ MJ getting cut short.
I
That's what
understood that it was. I understood that it was actually supposed to be like a skit, but the I guess the main guy didn't get the memo, so he cut off the performance. But it wasn't supposed to actually be cut off. It was supposed to be like a rehearsed introduction from what I saw on social media, but it wasn't supposed to be lasting.
They cut Groover short one year, and we said never again. Can do that to our icons.
Groovers.
Trouble.
Disrespectful.
We give them that time.
They cut MJ. Is DJ MJ an artist or a DJ?
The man
Hello.
can be both, you know.
Both.
He can be both.
The man can be both.
He's an entertainer. And
Is Kanye a singer or a fashion designer? Be careful.
he's
Side
right.
gig,
Why
man.
not?
Rasta,
Okay, no los dos.
Or travel extraordinaire.
or a travel influencer.
Who's that?
Rajiv.
Oh, you know, also on Creole Day, so those of us who were still on island, there was a very nice Creole parade in Roseville.
Parade.
Midnight Groovers on a truck. That was very nice.
That was
I
a
like to
very
see that.
nice
I like
addition.
to see that. I
Yeah.
like to see that.
And
The
I have to
parade
say,
was solid.
Creole Day. I mean, I don't. Maybe it was like that, but now I see a lot of people dress up in their, you know, the national wear, and you know, it looked
Well,
really nice, man.
On
It looked
the
really nice.
on the manner of on the topic of dressing, I have some blows to give all of the male dignitaries who were present on stage. The women were on for National Day parade. The women were on stage, you know, the Prime Minister's wife, the president, looking ravishing, looking dashing in their complete national wear. Tet Casse, we have the whole shebang.
Wob.
And now and now we have this style for the men wear Creole tie. All of a sudden, you haven't got waistcoat
Sash.
again, no sash. Like, I thought that was a bit
Rajiv,
lacking.
I'll be
I
honest,
think that was lacking for National Day.
we come a long way because before we would get some African print type of shirt. So we have to take the Creole tie. And we had it right eventually. We had it right eventually.
Well,
So we
For
going
national,
PM,
for national
slowly
day, I
going-
agree with Rajiv,
it's slowly
man.
going
We're
back
gonna
to
go
our
there
roots then.
early.
Mr.
Yeah,
PM, the ministers, the male ministers, now we have to do better. The Creole Day, put all your national wear. Look as good as all your wives. Look as good as the women. Because the women, they're doing it. All of their pearls, their jewels, and that
Oh
one,
yes.
it's not looking like easy work for you to
No,
be
but
in that.
But I'm pretty sure
Or-
that thing heavy and hot, you know, boy.
Exactly.
Unnecessary
And the
sacrifice.
women really carrying themselves in those things.
Yeah, but Creole
We
Day
had
is
some real.
very interesting. Like, you know, people would put a pocket, the partially pocket in like madras or the collar. I saw some good designs. People taking Creole Day, you know, they're taking their thing serious, man. It's good to see.
Indeed.
Doing feature that question of Henny there because we just talk about the African print
Well,
thing, man. We're
I-
still doing that, man. We need to get away
so
from
now,
it.
So now, with that said, we've been going for a little while, and that can take us into a whole other topic. So what we're gonna do is, you see that question you just put there? We're gonna come back and have a whole episode on that.
Open
vibes.
discussion on
Open
where.
discussion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when the flyer come out, share it, and you can jump
Keep
on
it in
it
it.
first and
Let him
give
let
us
him join.
your own opinion on what
What
Your thoughts,
what
sir.
Winford does say? Just stick a pin in it right there. When we come back,
So somebody say
We
Rashida
only
say, bring
having-
Marva.
Bring
Marva,
Marva.
we want Marva. We love Marva to come on the show. So
Stay
once
tuned.
we organize
More
it,
info in the comment box.
more info in the comment box. With that said, everybody, we really, really appreciate. It's been a little while since we had an episode. We came back tonight with the recap of the Curl Festival, the Curl season. I think overall it was a success. Anybody went to Watona? Brad, you went? You were still on, nigga?
So unfortunately, Wato was postponed from its original date, so I had since departed from the island by the time it was held.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's
unfortunately,
English.
as far as, I,
Guys, we got some.
as far as I heard, it was quite good, as per usual.
All right.
Okay,
I never been to
look.
Watona, so maybe 1 year.
However, I think there was some on social media. There was some food influencer who was expressing some concerns about finding food in Dominica, but we'll save that conversation for another episode.
So we have that's 2 episodes we have. Yeah, all right. So anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Guys, please share the video. It's gonna be on our YouTube page. Check it out, and we'll see you guys next time on Talk
Yep.
the Ting. Yes, I.
Boom.